We leave Hanoi and get on the expressway, which is really good, and we are on our way to Ha Long Bay. Our homestay had some bikes we could borrow, so we used them to get to the market. Since we can use the kitchen at the homestay, we decided to get some fresh seafood. We ended up getting some nice shrimp and some clams. I know that's a crab, but it looks better on picture. New day, and let's start with an egg coffee, which is a Vietnamese coffee with some egg stuff on top. I don't really know what it is, but if you're ever in Vietnam, you should try it. Then we jump on a boat and it's time to head out into the archipelago. Ha Long means descending dragon, and you can really understand that when you look at the landscape. As always, there's a few stops along the way. This one you can do some kayaking into a cave. Then it's time to get on the boat again and just enjoy the beautiful landscape. I took a ton of pictures while on the boat, but none of them gives this place justice. So, well, you basically just gotta go here. Next stop is Sung Sot Cave, and the line was long. And it was really hot, about 35 degrees Celsius. Then finally, it's our turn, and then, yeah, it's a waiting game again, but this time with a better view. Then finally, we're at the top, and it's time to enter the cave. It's crowded even inside, and yeah, it's quite a nice cave. But after Phung Na, we're pretty fed up with going in caves, so it's nice to get on the boat again. I actually been here 3 times, and they clean up the place a lot. Now all the garbage that was floating around is gone, so that's really nice. Last stop is Tip Top Island, which is named after a Russian astronaut. The island itself is really nice, but there's a lot of people here. It's really crowded. You can go for either a swim or you can climb the top, which we did, and yeah, enjoy this stunning view. I can understand why they stop here, because it's just beautiful, but there's too much people that sort of takes away the joy. And then it's time to head back. We did a 5-hour tour, and this is what they managed to squeeze in. You can go for either 2 or 3 days as well, and then you get to see more, of course, and I would say that's probably worth the money. When I was here my first time in 2006, it was just a small fishing village. Now it's a party town. You can get on these party boats that just pumping up music all night. Then they actually finished off with a firework that was quite nice. Next stop is Ninh Binh, a place I've never been before, so I'm really looking forward to that. So we leave Ha Long Bay and get on the freeway to get to Ninh Binh. I've never been here before, so I'm really looking forward to it. We start off with eating some
bún đậu mắm tôm.
Yeah, that was too difficult for me to say. Anyway, I thought it was a lot of tofu in the dish, and then it turns out it actually means tofu with fish sauce. Yeah, what do you know? Anyway, we drop off the kids at the homestay since they are tired. Then we go into Hua Lu, that served as the capital during the 2 first imperial dynasties in Vietnam. This was in the late 10th century. Suddenly we get this picture from one of our sons, and it's a centipede, and they can actually be a bit poisoned here. So we rush home. It turns out it was a friendly one, so it was a false alarm. It's a new day, and we get out to Trang An to get on a boat trip. You can choose from 3 different options, and the difference between them is basically where you stop. We choose number 3, which means that we stop at 3 different temples. I would say all of them are really nice. You don't want the kids to break that vase, I guess. It looks expensive at least. Then it's time to get on the boat again, and the scenery is really nice. It's a lot of people here. We arrived around lunchtime, so we actually managed to skip the lines. You also paddled through a few caves, and they are quite narrow, and it's a nice experience. I must say our driver was really skilled. She navigated through the caves without us hitting the head even once. Then it's time for another stop. This temple was actually built during the resistance against a Mongolian intruder in the 13th century. The terrain around this place is very difficult, especially if you travel by horse, and it's also very easy to defend. Alright, time to get on the boat again, and this is actually Skull Island that we passed by from the movie King Kong. They used to stop here, but it's not allowed anymore. This region is known for grilled goat, and on the way home we pass a few places that sell that. The display is a bit different than we are used to in Europe. and we didn't try it this time. Then it's time for another try in the old center, Hualu. They have a lot of small dishes for sale. There is also a small mountain in the center, and there's a beautiful view on top of it. New day and new hilltops to climb. This is the 555 steps or something like that that we did, and it was really hot, although we were up really early. It was a bit tougher than I expected actually, but we managed to get to the top, and yeah, just have a look at the view. And that's it from Ninh Binh. I can really recommend it. I think it was a great place to visit.